I would say that it's important to maybe, I mean, the barrel still ultimately has been the highest scores. It really hasn't changed anywhere to go to maneuvers, but it's another great heat.
Amazing, the lineup we have here for quarterfinal number 4. Seth Moniz out there in the red. Shane Dorian, a former Championship 2 competitor. He's out there in the blue. Jack Robinson in the white. And Keoni in the green.
They really paved the path for a guy like him.
His rivals giving him a bit of space on the takeoff here, right underneath. A heavy backdoor nugget, and he gets locked inside somewhere. In the main event at the Pipe Masters once again.
Well, look at this wave right here, and Jack finding a barrel in the midst of the haystack there.
It's one of those places that if you know where to sit and when to be there, you can find yourself in a good situation. And well, hopefully Shane will show us that while we're out here.
We just saw a wave for Seth Moniz too, a pretty nice one.
Pretty much knew he was going to make it.
We're looking forward to seeing the judges' numbers, but Seth Moniz certainly picking off one of the bigger waves of this heat so far. Anymore. Not saying Shane Dorian doesn't, but it is about the barrel. Here is the replay of Seth's ride.
And again, it opened up. He was able to stay on top and plant it over the board. Again, that driving bottom turn mid-face helped him to set this up. Again, that chandelier, that big whitewater ball coming over, and it really is challenging to get through that and keep your speed. So definitely a very difficult barrel to navigate, which he has done.
You know, they're making money out there. There's only 3 other guys in the surf. You can enjoy it, but surely just that pot of gold at the end of the rainbow here, an opportunity to surf in the Pipe Masters, get up.
At, you know, relationships with people around the globe, and it's a nice asset to have.
Shane up once again. So much Championship Tour experience. We don't see him in the jersey too often these days, but he spent 11 years at the top end of the ratings.
Look for waves that other people were like, that's not rideable, but he would go out and try and find it.
A late drop there for Keoni. No points on offer. Jack Robinson on the right. Finds some room to move. Throws an air reverse.
Wow.
Just pulled that thing from nowhere.
Barrel's not much. I mean, he does carry some speed through this section, but not super deep. Fairly quick, not the cleanest of exits, so why not? There's enough power in that wave, even though it's a smaller wave, to give you some pop. And he's youthful, young, he's got those quick twitch muscles. And it did kind of come as a surprise. You didn't exactly see the best section for an air, but he did.
Has out in this lineup. Obviously you've been someone that's seen his evolution, big wave surfing, the way that he surfs out here. What do you think some of the positive attributes that he has that can see him go through against, you know, this young up and coming crowd of surfers?
Well, we've been here a few times. This is not his first rodeo, and so I say, you know, he's making up on it with experience. He's probably got more experience than all 3 guys put together.
We'll get creative at the moment. Shane Dorian fading on this one. Trying to set up the barrel. This wave's not cooperating. He's going to go to turns. And he pulls through the back there. So still no solid score.
It's unfortunate because the back injuries, they come in spurts, right? They'll feel good for a sec and then flare up.
Speaking of flaring up, Jack Robbo is trying to get rid of a 5-point ride, and he might have done it with that barrel. The previous one with the air. We'll see the replay of Shane's. You can tell he was just trying to set something up, hoping this wave barreled down the line, but it just didn't happen.
Yeah, he's fading that bottom turn, stalling off the bottom, hoping that would hit that little piece of reef there. And this is a section, but look at how he sets it up. He waits off the bottom, and with that, he can actually, it's almost like a stall, you know, and as soon as he really wants to push up into it, he waited to the last second to get underneath the hood. Rides that entire wave with a ton of speed. But that's it, right after the pump up into it, and sets his line, and then he gets another pump through the section and squirts out of there with speed. And it says, okay, let's go for a big double grab, and didn't really want to go out there and plant it, but you get a nice picture.
Shane keeping busy out here at the moment, taking a look at this one. Again, no barrel on offer, so he's going to opt out. 7.5 minutes to go.
8 feet out, and you have no transition to land on. Makes it a little bit challenging.
Well, sliding into this one. Seth Moniz using his priority for this wave, and it's not going to result in a decent number.
Needs met.
Number 29, that's the surfer I'm excited to see. Kelly Slater, his name is in the draw.
Haven't seen the guy yet, though. He likes to keep it interesting, doesn't he? Nice floater at the end there from Seth. Really smart of Seth here. You know, getting to this 2.5-minute mark, he's like, I am not going to leave it to chance. I am going to get a better score. And that was a nice critical floater to finish on the left. He went to maneuvers. It's going to better the 1.13. You know, some of the waves that we've seen go into that sandbank have been pretty interesting to watch. We saw, you know, Dusty Payne get a nice critical wave there, but that float, I mean, that's probably a foot deep.
Is anyone in position? Dorian's going to have a go. He takes off. The wave's not going to barrel. And he's just going to cruise his way in as the hooter sounds to mark the end of this one. It's going to be a quarterfinal finish for Shane Dorian, along with Keoni.
You wonder if this will be the last time we see him in the Pipe Masters. I mean, I hope not.
He'll be back.
Good. You're confident.
Well, I hope so.